Yeah, I'm gonna need some serious help here. I just showed you. Technical difficulty, you guys. I don't know why my...
Does it go all the way that way or does it stop? No, the other way. Not the other way.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you come over here and help me? Hi, Tammy. Sorry, we're having a little technical difficulty at the moment.
It stops.
It doesn't stay. Hi, Adele. Hey, Mama. Hey, I don't know, I guess it's been a while since I've been live and I can't seem to get my camera set up just correctly here. It's, Dale, it needs to move that way. Nope, wrong way. Yeah, there we go. Closer to me. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hi, BJ. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, I'm back. I know it's been a while, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tired today. But just wanted to say hi. Oh, okay, awesome. Hey, I'm so glad to see you guys pop on. Look how many people popped on. I'm so happy. So I'm doing better. I'm just very, very tired all the time. But I wanted to come on anyway because it's been so long and I missed you guys. So I thought I'm going to try to do one of my index cards, Rolodex cards, Dex cards. Not sure what everybody calls them at these days. Hi, Andrew. But I thought that I would love to do one of these little dragons, maybe two of them, and put them on this card because these baby dragons were my very first stamp set that I drew, and they were released in March of 2021. So I thought March was the appropriate one. Yeah, you're surprised to see me on here. Well, it's been 2 weeks, so I have to get back into the swing. I'm just super duper tired. Hi, Karen. And no promises that I won't cough during the live, but I'll do my best not to. And so this is the stamp set. I have the original version, so it doesn't have colored images on it. We didn't have dies in the beginning, but we do now. I love these little guys too. They're super fun. And this one is my favorite one to color, so because the eyes are the biggest and I can color in the eyes, and I really like doing that. So I've stamped several of them because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take, and if it didn't take too long, I thought maybe I might do two, but I might only need one. Anyway, I thought it would be perfect to use this stencil for the background and then put the baby dragon maybe sitting in front of the rock or something like that. So I thought that would be fun. So this is our, what's this stencil called, honey? Do you remember?
Let's Rock.
Let's Rock, I think it's called. This is the Let's Rock stencil. So it kind of has grass right here. And then this can be used as clouds, or sometimes when you put it on there like this, it can look like mountains. And then these are rocks. All three of these are rocks. And then these are the cracks that you can put on the rocks. So it looks like the rocks are old. Or it could be lightning. It kind of looks a little bit like lightning as well. So kind of a universal, pretty universal stencil. So I thought we'd play with that to go with our baby dragon. But before we do this part, we have to do baby dragon. We have to color the baby dragon. So I've been trying to catch up on all my work and stuff, and it's I was down for a long time. I was down for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. So I have a lot of catching up to do. So here's my baby dragon stamped out. Some of my stamped a little too dark. So I'm going to pick me this one in the corner, I think. And we're going to color this one. And I haven't decided. Maybe we'll go with some kind of purple because that's my favorite color. And it's the first stamp set. And so anyway, they are called baby dragons. So how's everyone else doing? I know I've just been laying in bed. I don't know what all y'all been up to. But I want to use a purple color because I think purple would be super fun. I lost a lot of people. They must have been having earthquake symptoms from the earthquake I was causing while I was trying to set up my camera. But I think that it would be best to do some of my favorite purple colors. So that is what I'm going to do. But I'm going to swatch it out because slept 12 hours last week. Oh my. If you mean in the whole week, you must be tired because that's a loss of a lot of sleep. Where last week I was sleeping 20 hours out of a 24-hour day. Okay, so I chose these colors. I really like the V09, so I'm just going to swatch it out here. Right now, it's my darkest color that I've chosen, but I have this interesting V06 that changes the colors. Yeah, I was sleeping all day, every day. V17 is the second color, so they blend pretty well together. Now here's where it gets a little hairy. I don't know which one of these two I want to use first, so we're going to try V06. See how that changes the color? Ooh, I like it, I like it, I like it. Hi, Lena. So this one, V15, is going to go back to more purple. See how it switches back from like a pinkish to a purple? I really like that because it gives us that underlining kind of a little bit of pink in the purple. And then V12 is my last one, which kind of goes back a little bit to this one. So, yeah, I think that's the order I'll do them in. Now, that just takes care of the actual baby dragon, but it doesn't take care of all the other... I like to have one color for the dragon and a different color for the scales and the underside and the insides of the wings and the tail. And then I like a different color for his little horns. But that's just me. So we're just going to roll with that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to use these three for his little horns. So 44, 42, and 40. I said and 40. I should have said E40. So you guys knew what I was talking about. And then, let's see, purple. What goes really good with purple? Orange? Let's do orange. Maybe orange will be good. Let's try it on this swatch paper. So for this one, I'm just picking out some orange colors to try. Hi, Mickey. Just to see what I think. So these are kind of random colors, but how do you guys feel about me doing a little session this week on how to choose colors? YR18. I was thinking about doing that, but I was just way too tired tonight to do it. But I was thinking maybe tomorrow or Thursday. This is YR16. This is YR15. So it's kind of staying in an orange. Hi, Kina. And then I kind of jumped to a crazy YR04. It's a bit darker than what I thought it was going to be. So I'm not really sure that's the one that I want. YR02, also quite significantly different. I don't like the O2. So I'm going to drop that one out. And this one I feel like is too close to the second color I picked, so I'm taking that one out. It will be good. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, my husband and I were talking, and I was like, he was like, you should probably talk about how you, because he asked me, he was looking at picking out some colors and stuff, and he asked me, you know, how do you choose that color for the rock troll, and how'd you decide that? And I was like, so I went through the whole spiel of how I would really do it, and he goes, you should talk about that on a live. So I thought, well, maybe I will. See if you guys are interested in that. But I could show it to you with anything. It doesn't have to be. Okay, so I'm liking these colors. I'm not liking that one at all. Let's try YR12 instead. Yeah, the orange colors are not floating my boat tonight, you guys. I don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, I like that one better. Yeah, so he was thinking it would be a really good idea to talk about that in a little bit more of a depth than I normally do. Just to kind of give, I think I found the combination. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of, if I don't know what color something is, how do I choose it? How do I choose what color I want? And so I thought maybe we would do a little session on that where I would show you all the steps, and then we'll color. And then we'll color something based off of the feedback that that I show you on choosing the colors. And then maybe that will help you guys to choose colors as well. You were thinking yellow or green or silver. I think I got the combo now. So this one is YR18, YR68, YR16, 15, and YR61. Hi, Lily. They're all, it's kind of scattered all over the board, but I think that's what we're going to do. Now, none of this covers what color his eyes are going to be, but I'll worry about his eyes later. Let's just get rolling with some coloring. So I like to start with the cute little horns up here because they're such a light color. So this is my color blend stand. Hi, Stacy. And I'm going to use that to hold my markers so you guys can see the color combination that I chose. And then while I'm coloring, you'll be able to see the caps so you'll know what color I'm on if you were to want to color along. So E44 is the first one. So this is what I'm going to use for my shadow area on my little baby dragon. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more because these baby dragons are little babies and I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to start by just putting some shadow area on these little bitty horns that he has and a little bit on the underside. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and put some of this in the inner part of his wings. So I'm going to give it the inside of his wings this brownish color as well. But we're going to do under his belly and his tail and his spikes in the orange. So that was my first color, and then my second color, which is my middle one, which is E42. Look at my marker. Look at my marker. Look at that. So that's not a good sign right there. You see that mark on there? That usually means either something's clogged in the nib or it is running out of juice. So let's weigh it real quick and see if it's the running out of juice or if something's wrong with the nib, because I have some nibs right here and I can refill it. Should be 14.2-ish and it's 13.8. So it's really not running out of juice. So probably is the nib. So I'm just going to replace it right now before we get rolling with this, because otherwise it will misbehave on me. So, and it'll only take me a quick little second to change it out. So I have these super brush nibs. Look like that. And I'm just going to replace this real quick. So I don't have my tweezers here handy, so I'm just going to use this little napkin right here, and I'm just going to pull out so the nib is here. I just grabbed it at the base and pulled it out. And now I'm going to put the next one in. I thought I had another napkin right here, so I didn't touch the nib.
They're right there in front of you.
Where are they? Oh, here they are. Okay. So I'm just going to pick up this, nib. There's two ends. One is like a stump, and the other end is the brush nib, that end. So I'm going to hold that end, and I'm going to put this into my marker. And when I press it in there, I want to make sure it goes all the way in to where it sits inside the bed of the pen. It does feel like a light pen, though. It might need some ink, but we'll see. So now we have to wait for the ink to pull from inside the marker into the nib. If that takes a really long time, it means your marker needs some more juice. Now, most of the time, the amount of ink I have in my marker is more than enough at 13.8. But my markers are very old, so some of my markers have to take quite a bit more ink to fill them up, because the inside piece, it has been compressed so much from being refilled so many times. So it might need some more juice, because it should fill up by now, and it's not. So you guys get a lesson on filling up my marker too while we're at it, because we're going to have to put some more juice in here. We'll see how dry this is. It's got some juice in it. It's E42, so it's starting to fill up. You see it? It's starting to come out now. So what I'm going to do, just to help it along a little bit, is I'm going to put some of this E42 on the end of this nib. Now, some people say you have to take it out in order to fill it, but I don't ever do that. I just fill it right straight on the nib. See how it's starting to fill up down here? That's a very good thing. This refill's almost empty. See that? But it's okay. I always have another one on hand. So that filled up. I'm gonna weigh it really quick just to make sure I didn't overfill it too much. So it's 14.4. I know you guys can't see that, but normally 14.2 is pretty average. Mine go a little bit more full again because they're really, a lot of them are really, really old. But I'm going to wear that sucker out till it doesn't work anymore. And when I say really old, I mean like 15-ish years. So they've been around a long time. So here we go. Okay, this is E42. We now have a new nib. Look how much better that looks. No big spots on it or anything. And then we're going to extend out from where we put that last color, the E44. Leaving a little bit for the last color. Now, I did allow this to dry while we were refilling the marker, so I have to wet it just a little bit more than I normally would. So keep that in mind when you're watching. Hi, Rosie. And now I'm going to fill in the little wing areas on this side because they're so tiny. I want them to be darker than the lightest color I have. And then this side, I'm going to leave small areas for the lightest color. Now we're starting to build us in some cute little wings here. I love these wings. They're so fun. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put both caps on, and I'm going to leave that marker laying horizontally, like so then it can equalize since I put more liquid in it. E40 is the last color, so I want to keep this depth, so I'm going to start from the top and go down into the last color that I did, and that keeps me from washing out that really dark area at the bottom. So just coming in from the other angle. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the wings. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up into the darkest color. It just keeps that depth a little bit easier instead of washing out the color, because this is E40 and it has a lot of colorless blender in it. So there we go. That gives us a little bit of color started out now. And we might even have to do, maybe we'll do his eyes brown too. I don't know. I haven't decided. What do you guys think? I think we're going to start now with the orange colors we chose. So the orange colors, YR18, YR68, YR16, YR15, and YR61. So those are going to be our colors. We have 5 colors. And this is going to be our accent color. This isn't going to be the color of our baby dragon, but it's going to be the accent color. So I'm going to start with his little spikes here on the shadow area. And I don't know if I'll actually do 5 colors in them, but we'll see. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. If we need to skip, we can skip. We can do whatever we want. It's our image, you know. It's our coloring. You have to put your own twist on it. No real right or wrong. Just your own preference. So don't be shy to branch out and try new stuff. Because you never know. You might end up with something you really, really like. So I want to do this underside here, but I have to hold my marker upright, really, really tall upright, to get a teeny tiny line. Otherwise, the line's going to be too thick for me to put any other color in there. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, you can certainly make this all one color, but as you practice and get more experience, you'll get a finer line down there, which will allow you to put a little bit of shading in that part. Hi, Allison. I'm also going to do his little tail area here because it kind of looks like a little flame. I think it's super cute. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of the darkest shade in here. And now we're going to switch to YR68. So YR68 is next, and I'm going to pull from where the darkest shadow is and just go up a little bit higher. Now these are real small areas, so I might be jumping around on these colors. I don't think we need 5 in a combo for these teeny tiny spots. So if I'd have known that ahead of time, I probably could have saved myself some time on trying to pick 5 colors. I'm going to skip this part down here because it's so tiny. It probably only needs about 2 colors. Look, his tail looks like it's on fire. Hi, Joy. I hope you're feeling okay. Hi, Diane. Okay, so that's 68. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop these 3 colors, which was the YR16, 15, and 61. And I'm going to replace them with YR65. And that way I only need 3 colors. So the YR18, 68, and 65. Better, not better? Yeah, I'm with you, girl. Okay, so I'm going to do the same theory I did with the horns because this is a lighter color. I'm going to go from the top into the dark color to keep that depth of color. Look how pretty that is. That worked out really, really good. I'm glad I switched because now we have a really good tone of color there. Same thing on this one, and then here on this one. This almost looks a little bit like fire, even though I didn't put any red in it. Probably because I'm using the YR, and I really like it. That's really cute. Alright, so now I have to hold the marker upright so it'll be a little bit harder for you guys to see so I can keep that really fine line underneath here. The higher up you hold the marker, the more the fine line you'll get. See how pretty that looks down in there? That really blended well. And we're going to do the same thing with the tail from the top into the darker colors that we already have there. And there we go. So when you see it up close, you can really see the yellow in that orange on the tips. I really like how that came out. Hi, Denise. Okay, so now that we have the orange parts colored, we're going to switch to the purple. And we have V09, V17, V06, V15, and V12. So that's going to be our colors for the base body of the baby dragon. Somebody else pop on there and I missed him. Hi, Wendy. Yep, somebody did. When I was talking away. Okay, here's V09. And V09 is what I'm going to use to do the shadow areas. Plus, I'm going to use it a lot in the wings because I want to keep them really dark. So I'm just putting in a little bit of shadow along the wings at the bottom part. And I'm going to do the same thing with these. I have to be really careful I don't get into that little bit of tan that I put in there. There we go. That wing will be a little darker than the other one because it's all folded up. This part up here on his head that's behind, I'm just going to color that. And then I'm going to put this little line right here up against where his little spikes are. A little bit behind this horn and then down along where these spikes are. And then I'm going to do up underneath his little neck right there. Behind these spikes, behind these spikes, and behind this spike. Right there. Not going to do a whole lot on his face just yet because I feel like his face is going to get a lot of the light. So I'm going to work more on the body. A little hiney back here. A leg. And this leg that's back here, I have a little shadow. And then I want to put a really dark line along where this light orange is. So I'm going to have to hold my marker upright, which means it's going to be a little bit harder for you guys to see. But in order to get that fine, fine line, I have to hold that marker upright. There we go. Okay, and I think I'm going to put a little bit right up in here in the tip of this little tail, and then the rest of it we'll move on with the next color, because we have 5 colors, we have a lot of space, not a lot of space, so we're going to go ahead and move on to B17. Okay, so I'm gonna put some up here in the front, and then I'm gonna start expanding out from where I put that original color. That color is so pretty, huh? Belinda, hello! Alright, so I'm just extending out from where I put those original dark colors. I'm going to go ahead and start filling in a little bit more on the wings. Just a little bit. I want the tips to be that purpley pink color that we talked about at the beginning of the video. The next color in line. So I'm going to leave a little spot for that to be there. I'm going to extend out from where I put this darkest shade right here. And right along where his foot is next to his tail. It's easy for me to know what the artist intended on the different areas of these baby dragons, because I drew them. Hi Belinda. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm still tired a lot, but I'm hanging in there. Tired and headaches. The headaches are not gone yet, which I'd be ready for that to be done. I'm going to put a little bit around the bottom of his eye. It'll look funny now, but eventually it'll get much better. Oh, thanks, Adele. Thank you for joining for a little bit. Okay, V06 is next. This is the one that's going to bring out some really bright purplish pink. So this, I'll do it on the wings first so you can really see it. I do love this. It makes it look like I put so many different colors in this baby dragon, and I didn't really. I just switched up my purples a little bit, but you see that little hint of pinky purple in there? You're going to see it a whole lot more here in a few minutes. This is my 3rd color in the combo, so this is like my true color that I want this baby dragon to be. So I'm going to use it way more liberally than any of the other colors. So I'm extending out from where I put those original colors, just kind of working it out a little bit. And look at that color. Isn't that deep purple just so pretty? I love it. So pretty. I'm going to go around his eye because I want to really keep that depth, that dark depth there. And then I'm going to fill in his neck right there. Now we're going to start extending out and putting a little bit more of this color in the baby dragon, but leaving empty spaces for the next one. But this color is just magical, isn't it? When you switch the tones like that, it's just magical looking. Or at least I think it is anyway. I like to always put the magic color in my color combos when I'm playing around. Just get one that doesn't follow the norm. And you get these magical variety of colors. Like most of the time people would do the 17, 15, 12, maybe add V09, and maybe add a V00 or something like that. But I throw this V06 in there because it does something different to the colors, and I really like it. I have some favorites with turquoise and blue as well. I've talked about it before in some of my videos, some of my favorite magic colors. I call them magic. They're just like every other marker, but they look like magic when you put them on the paper. So V15 is going to go back a little more to the purple, a little less to the pink. So it's going to tone it down just a little bit, which I am A-okay with. So I'm just extending out from where I put the last color. I'm leaving a little bit for the final color that I have. Super cute. Oh, I'm so happy with how it's coming out. I'm going to leave little small slivers of white areas that I'm going to use the last color on. That's why I'm leaving those spaces. Not big ones and not a lot of them, but just a little bit so I can put that color in there. That last color in there. So he just has a little bit left. I'm feeling better. A lot better than I was, but not 100% yet. But I'm working on it. I have to get back to life. You can only spend, I could only spend 10 days in bed, and then now I'd had enough. V12 is the last color, so I'm just going to be blending this into the other colors. So we'll get a little bit of a highlight look to it, which I like, and that's what I was going for. It kind of gives a little texture look. We're going to put it along the areas where we left the white, just to give it some texture and lighten some highlight areas. And then right here along the back of this tail, if you happen to get it more light than you wanted, you can always go back and tip to tip with the previous color. But I kind of like it. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Thank you. I'm glad you like him. I like him a lot. He's super cute. He's my favorite baby dragon. I change my mind periodically, though, so don't quote me on him being my absolute favorite. I can't make up my mind. I think I'm going to give him brown eyes, though. I think. So I want to use some of these colors that we already used, but I'm also going to have to add a dark and a light. I know the eyes are small, but it needs to have several different tones in it. So let's try this. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Oh, well, maybe we should splotch it out. Okay, so E18 is a really dark brown, which I think is going to be really good. So I'm happy with E18. And then I was thinking I would do this E44, because E44 was what we used on the little horns and the little wings. And then I thought we'd come back with E23 to give us a little bit more of a brownish color. And then E42 is going to be the lightest one. And then we may throw this G00 in there. Not really sure how that'll work, but we're going to test it out right now like this. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Okay, and I'll show you how that's going to work here in just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Here's our baby dragon. We're going to give him brown eyes. So we're going to use E18, which is like copper. So I'm going to put it really close to this little area in the middle that's white. And I'm going to do that on both sides. And then I'm going to put it just along the edge, like right here, along the bottom. And same thing on this side. He's going to look really funny for a little bit, but just bear with me. It will be okay. E44 is the next color. I'm going to extend out just a little bit from here. And then I'm just going to go around where I put that original color. And I'm going to actually follow it all the way around his eye. So we're going to do the same thing with this side, but we have to be really careful because this is so small that you don't want to get it all too dark in there. They're so fun to color, and they're tiny babies, so they color up really easily. So E23 is next. This one's going to be a brighter brown, which is super cool. And I'm going to put most of that on the other side. And then E42 is our last brown color. And then we're going to come in with that green and do the magic. The magic with the green. If we may not need to, this one might do it. Look at that. Look at how super cute that is. It does help to go back to the dark color real quick and add some depth in here in the same place I added it before, just adding a little bit of depth. I'm going to put it around his eye. And then just a teeny bit on this one. It looks like that marker needs cleaned real bad. And then I'm going to skip E44 and I'm going to go to E23. Just adding a little bit more of the depth of this to this. So his eyes will really stand out, because his eyes are some of my favorite part of his entire look. Those eyes are amazing. And then E42, I'm just going to write real lightly across where I put that E23. And look at those little eyes. Now what I really like is to add this G00. Kind of washes it out, but also adds like a little bit of a tone to the eyes that make them mysterious. See how it just changed it a bit, just making it that little bit of green in there? I really like that. I feel like it needs, I'm going to go in with my E44. That's my second color that I used. And I'm just going to put a few little bitty like lines showing the real eye look, you know, so it looks kind of funny, but I'm going to wash it out here in a minute with another color so it won't be so prominent. So first I'm going to do it with E23. I'm just going to go in there and smooth out those little lines a little bit more, maybe put a few more of them in there, just to kind of give it that more of a realistic eyeball kind of look, if you will. Can't really do it on the other side because you can't really see it. Maybe one little line is all you need. And then we're going to come in with the G00. Hi, Catalina. How do I come up with this? How do I know to do it? It's like magic. Practice and trial and error and all those kinds of things is how you get there. This is the G00 that I'm just blending out. I picked up a little bit of brown, so I just kind of washed off my brush. There we go. So now, doesn't he just have the most lovely eyes? I just love his eyes. I think the eyes are my favorite part of that little baby dragon. But look, here's up close so you can really see. See how there's all that different depth and dimension to those sweet little eyes. And when that dries a bit, then I'm going to use my white gel pen to just put the dots back in there to make them really show up better. But that's our baby dragon. And then I want to put that baby dragon on this card. So some of you were on the... Hey, honey, will you cut this out for me if I give you the die? My hubby's sitting here with me. So I'm going to have him cut it out on the machine while we're making the card. I got to break the die. Hold on. I'm still stuck together. Look at me. I need my tools. You didn't take my pliers, did you, honey?
No.
Well, they're not here. Oh, wait a minute. Here they are. Okay, so if you don't... Are these? Yeah, here they are. Okay, hang on. They're stuck in my... No, he wasn't sick. He took really good care of me. Thank goodness he wasn't. He had already had COVID earlier last year, and I didn't get it, and this time I had it, and he didn't get it. So, hi, Bambi. So, I just used these little metal cutters, and I'm just cutting out the die that I need for right now, which is this baby dragon. I usually cut them all apart, but I just haven't done it yet. So I'm just going to take some washi tape. Yeah, he was super sweet. Hey, honey, will you cut this out for me? He's playing on his phone, unanswering me. So I didn't know if he was listening or not. Okay, so I have this washi tape, and I'm going to rub it on my hand first so it doesn't stick to my baby dragon and mess him up. And then I'm going to place my die on here. We got to get it straight. Come on. Oh, my hands are shaky, can you tell? There we go. So now I'm going to place this across here. And then we'll let him cut it out while we work on the background. Okay, so remember at the beginning, you had it together in 2020. Oh, that must have been horrible. Oh, I'm so glad that you're better now. That must have been horrible to get it together, because I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't had him to take care of me, because I got it really, really bad. So I'm sorry to say I do not have my oxides pulled out, so I'm going to have to do that while we're chit-chatting. So if you want, we can talk a little bit while I'm pulling the colors, but I need to pull some greens. So I'm going to go with, I love Twisted Citron, so we're going to use that. We're going to use Mowed Lawn. And we need like a sky color, so maybe I'll go with salvage petunia, I guess. And we wanted to do a rock, so we got to do a rock too. So I'm going to, for the rock, I think I'm going to do, I don't know why I like this, I don't even know how you say it, pumice stone or whatever. I'm looking for it, can't find it. Oh, here it is. I like this color, and I like the hickory smoke, so we'll use that one too. So I have all my oxides in a cabinet on the wall, and my hubby made me little clips that hold my my brushes. So they're all together where they're supposed to be all the time, which is super great. I'm going to zoom out some more so you can really see what I'm doing. Here's the die hubby cut out for us. Ha. Yay! Now all I have to do is pull off the paper, and I'm doing it real slow because I don't want to rip the paper. And there is that sweet little baby dragon. Oh, yay. I got him cut so perfectly. Yippee. Good job, honey. Okay, so now we're going to build our background. And I think we should start. You found the boxes that make the memory decks? Oh, $3 stores. Yeah. I had to go to several when we were looking for them to get some for the retreat too. I had to go to a bunch of stores. But I got there. Okay, so hey honey, you put these back in the wrong place when you were playing earlier. This one says weathered wood, and I need pumice, so it's probably under. I'll get it myself since you're, I don't know. Those reading glasses are making me laugh though, honey. Okay, yep. He got him confused when he put him away earlier. So this one is the pumice stone. I always put the name on the brush, and it's on the oxide, so that makes it easy. Oh, you got 4 of them? Oh, yay. You're going to have some fun. Hi, Cindy. Okay, so what I want to do is build a few rocks in here first, and then we'll put grass around the rocks, and we'll build a little sky. But for now, I want to start off with the rocks. So I kind of want it to look like, he's at like the opening of a, of like a cavey area, I guess, if you will. I'm going to use this new tool that my hubby got me for Christmas, since I haven't really been able to use it. He's been working it out. So it's this little magnetic thing. It's called Make Art by Wendy Vecchi or something like that. I'm going to use this because it'll hold my little paper, because these are magnets, and then it'll also hold my stencil, so I don't have to tape it all down or anything. Oh, the dowels you can get at Walmart in the crafty area, wood section. Pretty easy to find in there. Okay, pumice stone is the lighter color, so I want to do that one first. So I'm just gonna put some rock color in here, and I'm not pressing real hard, I'm just pressing real light. Oh, am I shifting? It's not supposed to shift. I thought it worked really good for you, honey.
Well, I also held it down.
Well, I was holding it down. It didn't like it though. It must be a tool that likes you better. That's okay, we got it now. We got it going on. Hi, Tyler. Can you get them in Canada? What are you trying to get in Canada? Did I miss something?
No, let her know that the shipping's updated.
So I'm just darkening it up. I don't want to rub too hard because I didn't tape down my stuff. I just used a magnet. So what I like about these rocks are that you can move this around and you can flip it over. So you can make the rock go this way, or you can make the rock go this way, which I think is super cool. So I kind of want him to look like he's in the middle, like kind of hanging out in between these rocks. I'm gonna put smaller rocks too, but I want to put these first. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along. So just hang in there and you will see what happens to them in the end. Hey Cheryl, everything got fixed in case you hadn't heard on the site. So for Canada, so if you need to go back out there, you can. It should all be good now. So I'm doing these pretty light. I'm probably going to do all the stones the same, and then I'm probably going to come in with some of the darker gray and accent to give it some dimension. But for right now, we're just going to do this because I've never done this before and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just going to wing it and play around a little bit. I hope you guys don't mind hanging out and playing around. Super cool. Okay, so it's working out. It's kind of following the plan I wanted. I think I want another rock, but I don't want a big rock. I just want a small rock. But let me see how he looks. So I kind of wanted him in here. So that's really good. But I need another rock. So maybe a little one like down here would be good. And I think I'm going to make this one the darker color. Ah. Oh, you haven't found them yet, Cheryl? The memory decks? Okay, this is Hickory Smoke. And I'm going to put my finger over this part because I don't want the lightning bolts or cracks or whatever to show through on my image. So I'm going to put my fingers there to cover it up so I don't mess it up. Oh, that's good. Yes, I was talking about the site. The Canada part is fixed now. You should be fine. So yeah, I was talking about the site. So let us know if you have any other questions or... I think I need another rock over here, but I want it to be kind of like that. Okay. All right, so in order to do that, I need to take my baby dragon off of there, and I need to wipe off my stencil. So I'm just going to use water and a napkin because it makes life easy. And I'm just going to wipe off the ink so it doesn't transfer over on a different part of my stencil. I mean, of my card. And then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to clean off this side too. And then I'm going to use this, a part of this rock right here. But I want to put it off the paper. So here we go. I give you 4 of these big sucker magnets with this, or maybe there were 5 and I lost one. Not really sure. I think there's just 4. Okay, so now I'm going to start coming in here with this Hickory Smoke and start getting some color in here on this rock. And I think this time I don't really want to make the rocks cracked necessarily. So I might use it more as like lightning. Look at how cool that is. Isn't that cool? Yes, you were talking about the boxes for sure. Okay, I'm going to put one more over here. And I'm just going to hold this one because the little rock is so small that I'm just going to do it with one hand. There we go. Just put myself an extra little rock on here. Okay. So there we go. We have rocks, boulders. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to wipe it off one more time because I don't want to get anything on my other stuff. And then I want to build, I think I only picked Savage Petunia for a little bit for the sky. So what I'm going to do is be very gentle and very light with my coloring so that I can use the same color a couple of times and just make it darker each time. That's my plan anyway. I don't know if I'm sticking to it, but that's my plan. Okay, so here's my Salvage Petunia, which is going to be very light. I'm barely going to touch. I'm going to do this very, very light because I don't want it to be too dark. I guess there was a lot less on there than I thought on that brush. Oh yeah, we were both talking about two different things at the same time, Michelle. we got to confusing everybody. Okay, let's see how this looks and we'll decide if we want to go one shade darker up a little higher. I think so. So I'm going to turn it a little bit so I get a little bit of a different angle going on here. I think that'll be fun. We'll see. Oh, you guys are so great. I love all these crafty people. All our crafty friends. Everybody's so sweet. Now I'm going to do it just a shade darker with the same color but a shade darker so I have some dark and some light little cloud areas. Oh, I'm knocking stuff over by shaking the table a little bit. But that's okay. Okay, so let's see how this did. Hopefully it did really good. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Well, I think we need a little bit more. Maybe not. Let's just stick with that. Ooh, I don't know how you would do lightning with this. But I think I'm going to just tap a little bit up here just to kind of add in a little bit of blue splotches so it's not so predominant and white. It doesn't look like a whole lot when you're looking at it from a distance, but it does kind of make a little bit of a difference when you're doing it. Sounds a little crazy, but it adds a little bit of blue in there that I wanted without rubbing it in. I like it. It makes me happy. Okay, I think we're not going to make a thunderstorm today, but we are going to make some grass. So we use the same stencil. The stencil is super handy. All the different things you can do with it. And we do have these in the shop. Okay, so this bottom part right here, this can be flames or it can be grass. I should have made it flames. I can't now though because I've already started on my rocks. But okay, so we're going to start off really light right here, really small area right here. And I'm going to make it the darker of the two colors. So Mowed Lawn. And then I'll get lighter as I go up. Hi, Rinska. This is Mowed Lawn. going to start off with mowed lawn at the bottom of this card because I want it to be pretty dark, so I'm going to go over it a couple of times. Yes, I found that different Dollar Trees around my house have different stuff too, so I don't always have the same thing. Okay, so making this really dark, going over it again because it's the bottom part of the grass. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm just really, really tired. Earlier, I was sitting here on my chair trying to plan what I was going to do tonight. And my hubby looked over and he goes, "Were you just sleeping in the chair?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was." I just fell asleep right in my chair. I said, "Yeah, I was. I'm really tired." It's like, "Are you just leaning over or sleeping?" Yes, most of them are a mess. Okay, so I'm putting this mowed lawn on again, but this time I'm doing it much, much lighter than I did the last time, and then we'll switch colors on the next go round. We'll do this one more time. I usually like to do it about 3 times. So imagine if you were doing this with flame colors like red, orange, and yellow. Would be really cool too. So maybe we'll try that another time. Okay, so now look at how that grass layered up. It's a little hard to tell in the video, so let me hold it closer so you can see. See how there's the different colors are on there? That's super cool. Okay, so now, and all I'm doing is kind of moving around the grass a little bit from side to side to give me different blade areas. Oops. Okay, and now I'm going to BT that is amazing. And then now I'm going to switch to Twisted Citron. This is a really, really light green, almost like a lime green kind of. And we're going to put this one on. And I am putting it over top of the other ones, so it's kind of blending them together a little bit, which is sort of awesome because that's kind of what I wanted. But if you wanted, you could start up high with the light colors and then work your way down. But whichever way works best for you. I'm going to do it one more time, really light with this Twisted Citron. So I'm going to try to do it without picking up much more color on the brush so it stays really, really light. And I'm hoping that's up far enough that it fills in our little area. Perfect. So I'm just going to take my little spray bottle of water and I'm going to wipe off this stencil. I really love how easy these are to clean off. So now my stencil is all clean. I can use it again sometime. And then I'm going to wipe off my little board here. I need a little bit more water for that because I put a lot of that on there. But it wipes right off, so that's super awesome. Oh, maybe we should wobble him. Just hit me. I think we should wobble him. Good night, Belinda. We're almost done. We are almost done. Oh, look, I even have a wobble right here. Yay. Okay.
Question about the release.
Huh?
Cheryl was asking when the next release is.
Oh, the next release is 3rd Saturday. I have my calendar right here, my planner right here, and I'll tell you when it is. So, the 21st. on Tyler's birthday and my daughter's birthday. It's on the 21st. Yes, this is our baby dragon. This is our little scene. I do think that before I finish putting him on there, I need a sentiment. I think I need a sentiment. So let's put this die away so I don't lose it. And then I think I'm going to put my favorite sentiment on here just because it's so funny and it makes me laugh. And sometimes I need to laugh. So let me get my little thingy out here so I can stamp this. This is super cute. I'm really glad we did it. I really like it so far. I'm excited. So I want this little baby dragon to be down here a little bit further. So I'm going to put this sentiment between these rocks. I'm going to try to line it up. So may have to look at it a little closer to me so I can make sure it lines up. And it is. Okay. So I just made sure it was even on that line. Oh, the sticky board, that magnetic board that I was using, this. It says, clean the make art station with a damp cloth and mild detergent. And it says it's by Ranger. Wendy, VECCHI, make art. And they have bigger ones too. This is also magnetic.
I got that at Michael's.
My hubby got it for me at Michael's for Christmas. He thought it might be handy for me. So I really like it. It's super cool. Okay, so I'm going to take my my Memento ink pad. I'm going to stamp this and hope that it comes out perfectly. You never know. I'm going to use my espresso and I'm just going to press it down. And then we're going to lift it up. Oh, yay! It worked. It looks harder to read up there for you guys, but it says, do not meddle in the affairs of dragons, for you are crunchy and you taste good with ketchup. I love it. It makes me laugh every time I read it. It's my favorite one. Didn't I get a little one at DT? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, so now we're going to put our wobble on there for our cute little dragon. Okay, so here's my little wobble. This part, I always get confused on this part. A little sticky board. I got, no, I didn't. Nope. Okay, here we go. First you pull off this one, and it goes on the baby dragon. So on the back of the baby dragon. I think it needs to go about right there.
Oh, she's talking about the we got at the dollar store, that low tech.
Oh, the low tack one from the dollar store? Yes, we did get those, and I do use those, but I use those to hold the images still while I'm coloring. I still use it. It's still good. I still have it, and I use it all the time. It works really well. I like it a lot. I don't remember. I put it somewhere. I don't remember. I haven't been in this room in 2 weeks, so I don't know where everything is anymore. But yes, I did get it at the dollar store, and I do like it. I got 2 of them, and it's still sticky, so I love it. But I don't use it for oxiding because it would the oxide coloring would come off on the sticky and probably make it not sticky anymore. So the magnetic one works a little bit better for that purpose. And then the clear flat side is the side that goes on your card or whatever you're going to put it on. So I got my little dragon on here. Oops. And now he's going to wobble. He's so stinking cute. I can't even believe it. The wobble's a little big for him, so you can kind of see it when you're really up close. You can kind of see it a little bit. Well, can't really tell. But look at him. He's so cute. He's going nuts. So there he is. He's my March. We do sell, we call them Sweet Springs, and we do sell them. Oh, I missed the, okay, here we go. For now you have another one. You said Dale got it for you from Michael's. Oh, the ones that are sticky I got from the Dollar Tree, and that magnetic one I was using is he got from Michael's. Yeah, look how cute this is. So for those of you who missed the beginning part, March 2021 was when the baby dragons were released, and they're still a hot seller. So that's why I thought it was appropriate for me to put it on the March pad. And look at those rocks and stuff. That's so super cool. We made a whole background and everything. He's super cute. I like the colors. Look at the colors on him and his eyes. He is so cute. Hee hee hee. I love it. So I hope you guys loved it. I hope you enjoyed it. I have my, now I can put them in my little Rolodex thingy that Jamie made for me that you guys have seen before. It looks like this. You guys, there's a live out there on YouTube that shows how Jamie made it. So you can watch it. Just look for the one that looks like this. It says my name on it, Sandy. And then it has all the crafty things on the back. And she shows you how to make these little clippies if you need to mark your spot where you're at. And I'm trying to fill in all my months. So here is the March now. Fits right in here. So we have March, April, May, June, October, November, and December done. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months left to do. But these are the ones we did on our lives. Grow Love, Bloom, birthday month, because my birthday's in June. Then there's Potion Bottles. And there's December, My Little Reindeer. So we have a few more to make. So we'll keep doing them periodically, just not all the time. And yes, I love the stencil too. Wait till you see some of the cool stuff we have coming out in the near future. You're going to be super excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, out of this world.
Huh?
They'll be out of this world.
We'll have to watch your coloring in the beginning for tonight's live since I came in later. You looking to getting the die cut for the cards? Are you looking into getting the die cut for the cards? You mean the die cut for these? For the index cards? Yes. It's on my to-do list to make some of them. And yes, I am looking into it. Right now we have some deadlines due to the shows, for the expo shows that start in March. So we have some deadlines for getting stuff done and prepared and ready and in a little bit earlier. So, so we're trying to meet those, and especially since I got super sick, it kind of delayed the whole process of us getting it out, so we're under the gun right now. but we're getting there. We're getting it done, and they're working with us. Since I was so sick, I wasn't able to work on our projects, and I create our 3D projects. So once I get those done, then I can work on the other ones that I have on my list. But yeah, I definitely want to have them because, I want to make different. I want to try to look at some different shapes, different ideas, different things. So yeah, super excited. Oh, you starting the shows up again? Oh, I hope not too soon. March. They start in March. So we have January and February to get everything ready. And we have to get, our stamp sets for the year planned out. And, well, they're planned out. We just need to, I have to draw and I have to, there's so many hats I wear. So, yeah, I just want to play with this every time I look at it. So, I will be back on tomorrow night, hopefully not as tired as tonight. And, but I'm good. I'm not sick anymore, so we're good. We're good for our live on Wednesday and Thursday. And I think, Cheryl, you were asking about how to do the trees. I started to stamp them out, but I couldn't. I just was drawing a blank with what I wanted to do next to it. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to work that in, but I have not forgotten. Yes, I'm very busy. Yeah. But you know what? It's fun busy. I have a lot. But we'll get it done. We always do. Jamie helps. I help. We all get it. We all work it out and get it done. And Cameron and Tyler are there to help. And the DT team is great. And everybody's great. So I'm super excited about the next year. We're going to have 2 new project dies, because we got to have our Make and Take and our Make and Take at the booth, and so lots of new stuff coming, so you guys can be looking forward to that. Woohoo! One step at a time. That's right. That's how we do it. We make lists, we check them off, we add something else, and check it off and add something else. We definitely use our planners for sure. So maybe I'll do a planner page sometime too, because we definitely do that as well. So I will see you guys tomorrow night, 9:30, same time, same craft room. And you guys have a good evening, and thank you for joining me. And if you're catching this replay on YouTube, then make sure you like and subscribe so that our videos get pushed out a little better, so more people can see them. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to see you guys again. Take care. Bye, guys.